All right, my man. State your name. Let them know you on Kings at 34th Street.
You already know Big Junebug at Kings at 34th Street. Fuck with my man Ntilikina. You already know
You
what it
already
is.
know we're here talking about these Knicks as usual, man.
Sure.
So, a lot of new surprises. Summer League
Yeah,
popping
man.
off. Who you most impressed with? We'll start there.
Mc.Bride. Um, boy, Quentin Grimes. They've been playing, but Mc.Bride been playing good, man. Past couple of games. I think out of the 3 games we played, he had like one bad game, one off game.
Okay.
The other 2 were really good. Scored like 27 points each game. I see that. I see that going into the.
So you don't think it's just a Summer League thing?
I think he gonna carry that on. The boy's a dog, man. He play good defense and he can score. So I see them carrying that.
That counts. That spells trouble for him. For who?
But I think he can come off the bench quickly right now. I think it could be him and quickly. I don't know. It's a toss-up. Right now they got Burks playing small forward, so I would think it would be a problem with him and Burks. But I can see him playing second unit right now. I think he need to be playing first. I think first unit really would be Rose and Rose and probably Kemba. You know what I'm saying?
So now you thinking
both for because right now how we looking, we got a lot of guards and them boys are really showing up, man. That's what I'm saying. It's looking tough right now. I don't know how Tom Thibodeau gonna do, but it remains to be seen. I'd like to see what he gonna do. But
all right. So who's the better guard you see in the Summer League on the Knicks?
This summer, I'm talking about on this playing on the Summer League right now. Definitely Mc.Bride, definitely Sims, because I think we need that. We need that like fourth center. If anything goes wrong with Noel or Taj or whatever, but I definitely see Sims getting burned. I see Quentin Grimes getting burned too. See, that's what I'm saying. We got a lot of guards right now. We kind of guard heavy.
So you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
It depends, man, because it depends on the season, bro. See, the grind of the season is what's going to determine what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because Derrick Rose right now, he's up in age. So you can't really play him full on whole season, 40-something, 32, 36 minutes a game. Is going to burn him out. By the time we get to the playoffs, he's going to be burnt out. You know what I'm saying? So I really think we need them young legs to really get in there and get some time, man. But the way I see it playing out right now, the rotations to me, I'm kind of lost. Because I see them boys showing up in the Summer League, but I don't know for sure which way they're going to go as far as who they're going to run the first unit, who's running second unit. You know what I'm saying? And there is no third unit, either the first unit, second unit. So
all right, but is it safe to say, because at one time Kevin Knox was talking highly on his game before that, like he gonna do this.
But you see what happened? Yeah, but he had time to prove that last season, and it ain't flourished. I think from a player standpoint, from a personal standpoint, when it comes to Grimes, when it comes to Mc.Bride, to me, that boy is a dog. And when I mean dog, he plays defense. He on him. You see how I'm excited for it, but I'm telling you, man, the boy's a dog. That's the type of pedigree players that Tom Thibodeau like. You know what I'm saying? The guys that do it all for the team and all that. So I can see a lot of that shit too. You know what I'm saying? But right now, like I said, the rotation it kind of throwing me off. So I really don't know.
So what you like in Mc.Bride, you haven't seen in the guard like Ntilikina?
Well, first of all, to me, he played better defense than Ntilikina. I seen old boy, like really.
No, that's a big statement you're saying right now.
I see him playing. I see him
playing
better defense than I've been watching all games.
Okay.
All games I've been watching. To me, he played better defense than Ntilikina than Frank do. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's an upgrade from him and Elfrid Payton. I think he played better defense than Elfrid Payton too, and way better scorer than Payton is. You know what I'm saying? Way better scorer than Frank Ntilikina is. So I'm excited right now with these young boys, man. From what I'm seeing from them, man, listen, it's
about to get busy.
Even Obi, you see Obi been stepping it up.
Now, I'm glad you mentioned Obi, because Obi's ecstatic that Kemba's on board.
Yeah.
You know, he got a New York,
he got a
neighbor from the city.
Guard. That's right. He got somebody that's rocking with him from the Bronx or whatever. But I think Obi, man,
I thought Obi was from Brooklyn, though.
Huh?
Obi's from Brooklyn, if I'm not mistaken.
Obi is from Brooklyn.
Right. Kimba's
from
from
the
the
Bronx.
yeah. No, he was just live a block away from me.
Yeah.
I'm in Monroe Projects. He was in Sac Lawn, some shit like that.
But man, listen, man. Even Obi is coming out. I told you, remind me of somebody put a meme up the other day, and it was like Obi scoring 32 points, and they had a picture of Stat, Amari Stoudemire, like this. Just it was just a meme, but trying to say like that's what he getting at with his game, and I can see it already.
You can see it.
I can see it.
So
Listen, he killing, and I noticed too that he's working on his post-up game a lot too.
all right.
Because last game, he was posting up a lot.
And who we talking
I see
about?
I'm talking about Obi.
Okay.
I don't see him settling for that three-pointer no more. You know what I'm saying? Even though he can hit it, but you ain't full proofs with the three. You gotta back to the basket. You know what I'm saying? Overpower. I see a lot of that going on too.
So you like the upscale on Obi's game so far?
He's definitely taking another leap in his game, for sure.
All right, because he's gonna have to, man, being that they gave Julius Randle an extension.
Yeah.
And I know that was his big concern.
Yeah.
About his minutes being pamped out.
Exactly.
You
So he's gonna need him. Even Julius Randle said something to the effect of, "Yo, good job. I'm gonna need you this season." So he's definitely gonna need. I think Obi's gonna take that next leap. You know what I mean? And I think whoever he comes off with, whether it's Derrick Rose and he's coming off the bench, you know what I'm saying, or whether they get Kemba coming off the bench because of his injury, they don't want to push him. So whoever he got coming off the bench, he's in good hands. Obi.
Your opinion. I'm glad you mentioned that because I ain't think of that. Kemba, you think he'd be a more deadlier force in the second unit than playing in the first?
I think that the second unit will be as even as it was last season. You see how last season we was able to get Derrick Rose to come off the bench, even though it took him a while before he got the starting role. You know what I'm saying? But you see how he was coming off the bench and the second unit was kind of flowing through it and whatever. I see the same thing going on this season, except for the better thing is I think from the first unit to the second unit is not going to be much of a drop off. So it'll be even. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
As far as scoring, defense, and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? But I feel that it's definitely not a drop off. I feel like it's definitely going to be even with whoever you have on the floor. That's why I said with Obi, whoever he has the second unit is coming on, whether it's Rose or whether it's Kemba, he's in good hands. Yeah?
All right. Now talk to me about Mitch, man, because we all know that Mitch, he's out due to injury.
Right.
Getting himself.
I seen somebody put up there the other day. They said Mitch was in a boot still, which is a lie. He ain't in the boot no more. You know what I'm saying? And he looked like he put like another maybe 10 to 15 pounds on pure muscle.
Yeah, I think he got Avengers, man. I think he got a chip on him. I think Mitch is gonna be somewhere where R.J. Barrett mentality was, but him being snubbed as the rookie. I think he got a lot to prove, man.
That's another thing too. I'm gonna talk about too, but I see Mitch playing with a chip on his shoulder. Not so much as who he got. You know, like not so much as far as playing time, because with Nerlens Noel and Taj, like they're gonna manage his minutes because of the injury. That's natural. Same thing with Kemba. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna manage his minutes. But my thing is, I don't see it being an issue with the other two centers as far as playing time. So I don't think he has a chip on his shoulder as far as that goes. I do think though, he has a chip on his shoulder as far as not being able to take that leap last year because of injury.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And another thing too, I think RJ too is gonna come out with a chip on his shoulder too, because you see he was left off that list. 125 best players in the NBA, he didn't even make the list, man.
Damn.
They got other.
They always shitting on him.
Always shitting on him.
But
always.
If I was to ask you who's the better center between Noel and Mitch,
right?
Who would you give?
I would have to give it to. I would have to give it to Mitch, only because he's a little bit. He has youth on his side. As a person, Noel, he's a great shot blocker. Don't get me wrong, and I think to me Mitch is a little bit better scorer than Nerlens Noel is. You know what I'm saying? Because Mitch might take the jumper, you know, the mid range.
But Mitch only averaged what? Like 8 points, 9 points a game?
Yeah, he probably about, but Nerlens Noel averaged maybe about 12. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really that much of a drop off with them too, but still, I still choose you over. As far as right now, comparing them, who's a better center, I would have to go with Mitch. I would have to go with Mitch.
We'll have to go with Mitch.
I would have to go with Mitch. I like Nerlens Noel. I like his defense and all that. I think he's an anchor in the middle. I think he plays great. Last season was great for us. To me, I feel like last season might have been one of his best seasons in the NBA.
Before he got injured.
No, I'm talking about Nerlens
Noel.
Yeah.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? So he hasn't been really one of those guys that give you big numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not really. He's there for mainly defense. You know, anchor in the middle, make sure nobody drops to the basket.
Is it safe to say though that Noel defense is just as good?
Yeah, for sure. I give it to their defense. To me, is on the same level. Only reason why I give it to Mitch a little more is because it's his youth.
Okay.
He has, to me, he's a little bit more athletic than Nerlens Noel is. You know what I'm saying? As
now,
far as getting up there, jumping out the gym, dunking it, whatever. I think he's a little bit more aggressive. Mitch is.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna tell you what hurt me, since we want to talk about defensive plays coming from players on the Knicks. When they got rid of Reggie Bullock.
Yeah, he was. They went smaller with Kemba.
I think that's
even Fournier. They went smaller. Fournier is a way better shooter than Bullock is, but I don't think he's that good of a defender as Bullock is. So there'll be a drop. There's gonna be a drop off there too with Kemba. But like I said before, remember I told you, I think it's got to be a team effort, man. You know, I think they got to play zone. They don't really need to play man unless they need to, double. But I think we should be seeing a lot of zone from these guys in this season because of our small forward is not as defensively stout as Reggie Bullock was. You know what I'm saying? But he can shoot the lights out though. Evan Fournier, he can shoot the lights out. He can get you 24, 26 a night. You feel what I'm saying? He might have a bad night every once in a while, every once in a blue moon, not too long, but consistently about 3-4 games, he can get you some good points.
all right. So, now when the season starts, will you see us Knicks, man?
Well,
record-wise,
I say we have 4th seed last season because of what we had. It was so tight. You know what I'm saying? So this year, I see us probably taking a step up, maybe 3 seed, because we got Miami. Miami was done pretty good this season. You know, I try to look at what everybody did in the off season, try to compare. You know, Milwaukee's gonna try to defend. You know what I'm saying? To me, the one who took a big leap to me is Miami.
Yeah.
With the signings they got.
Okay.
They took a kind of a big leap.
Okay.
So that probably.
Oh, no, let's not forget LA too, man.
Yeah,
because
but I'm talking about the east side.
Oh, okay.
Now with LA, that's a whole different conference.
They got a lot of players.
We have to worry about them if we get, you know.
Right.
If we get that far, which I'm not even projecting us to even get that far right now. I still think we gotta let the team mesh. We gotta let the youngsters get better and all that, which is happening. Trust the process. It happened in Philly, even though I think Ben Simmons is a shitty shooter. You know what I'm saying? Shitty shooter, but
his defense is off the chart.
Yeah, his defense is good, man. He's a great downhill player. It's hard to stop him when he's going downhill. It's like Giannis.
Okay.
Hard to stop him.
Is it safe to say bye-bye to Kevin Knox and Frank Ntilikina?
Oh, man. Well, Frank is out of here already. You already know that. He's
right.
Free agent. He hasn't got picked up yet. Kevin Knox haven't even been getting that much burn in summer league.
Right.
And I do think that if they get rid of him, it's going to be a package. I think they're going to get rid of him when it comes to signing a free agent. When we have that time, when we can sign a free agent, or, you know, I think they're going to package him in the deal, man. You know what I'm saying? I hope they don't try to package RJ in the deal, too, but...
Nah, I don't think that.
Yeah, I don't know,
I don't think that.
Knicks are crazy, man.
I don't think they're that crazy.
We've had some seasons, man, where sometimes I think, like, what the hell going on? You know, I think we've all had that, like, really, you really would, you know what I'm saying? But I like the young boys we got.
And you see an upscale.
Yeah, I see the tremendous upside on Sims, Mc.Bride, and Quentin Grimes. And them boys are shooting the lights out. I'm talking about boy coming down, jacking, you know what I'm saying? Jacking, like, that's what I like to see. We need other scorers other than Randall and RJ. You feel what I'm saying?
And there it is, man. It's my boy June Bug on Kings at 34th Street, man. I want to thank you for taking the time, coming on Nicovelli. And it is what it is. We out, man.
We out. See you later, baby.